You're sitting in a small, cold room. A detective walks in, calm but confident. "You're not under arrest," he says. "We just want to ask a few questions." You feel like you've got nothing to hide, so you start talking. That moment might be the biggest mistake of your life. In this video, I'll explain why you should never talk to the police without a lawyer, even if you're innocent. And I'll prove it with real-life cases that ended in disaster because someone didn't stay silent. This is Trial by Fact. From Brendan Dassey to the Central Park Five to people you've never heard of, confessions can be misleading, coerced, or completely false. Police interrogations aren't about finding the truth. They're about building a case. And the moment you speak without legal counsel, you're doing their job for them. Let's start with what the law actually says. The Fifth Amendment gives you the right to remain silent, to not incriminate yourself. The Sixth Amendment gives you the right to a lawyer. These rights only work if you use them. If you speak, your words can and will be used against you. Let's go back to where this all began. Ernesto Miranda. In 1963, he was arrested in Phoenix, Arizona. He was interrogated for 2 hours without a lawyer. He confessed, but the U.S. Supreme Court later ruled because he wasn't informed of his rights, that confession was inadmissible. This ruling gave us what we now call Miranda rights. But just because you have them doesn't mean you're protected unless you speak up and use them. Brendan Dassey was 16 years old when police brought him in. He had learning difficulties. They questioned him for hours without a lawyer or even a parent. Eventually, he confessed. But if you watch the footage, he's confused, he's scared, and he clearly doesn't understand what's happening. He even asks if he'll be able to go back to school. His confession was inconsistent. It was led by the officers, and yet it was used to convict him. He's still serving time. In 1989, 5 teenage boys were arrested in New York City. They were Black and Latino. They were accused of a horrific crime in Central Park. The police interrogated them for hours. Some were questioned for more than 24 hours. No food, no lawyers, no parents. Eventually, they confessed. But here's what the police didn't say. None of their stories matched. There was no physical evidence. And years later, DNA proved someone else did it. The real attacker confessed. And those 5 boys, they lost years of their lives because of false confessions made under pressure. Here's something most people don't know. Police can legally lie to you. They can say they have your fingerprints, even if they don't. They can say your friend already turned on you, even if he didn't. They can pretend to help you while building a case against you. Their job is not to protect your feelings. It's to close a case. And the more you talk, the easier that becomes. Now imagine a different scenario. You're brought into a station. The officer asks questions, and you say just one sentence. "I'm invoking my right to remain silent. I want a lawyer." That sentence forces the police to stop questioning you. And anything you say afterward, without a lawyer present, can be thrown out in court. A lawyer protects you. They stop you from saying things that can be twisted. They know the system. They've seen the traps. And they make sure you don't fall into one. Many people think asking for a lawyer makes them look guilty. But the legal system doesn't care how you look. It only cares what can be proven. Innocent people go to jail every year because they thought they could explain their way out, because they didn't use their rights. Don't let that be you. So remember, you have the right to remain silent. You have the right to a lawyer. Use them. This is Trial by Fact. I'm the Analyst. Stay informed, stay protected, and always know your rights.